In the day's other news, newly released emails shed more light on how President Trump and his allies pressed the U.S. Justice Department to challenge the 2020 election results. The U.S. House of Representatives Oversight Committee obtained the emails. They show that the Trump White House officials and others were pushing claims of voter fraud. Justice Department leaders dismissed the claims as false. New bursts of gun violence have claimed more lives across the country. In Chicago, police today were hunting at least one shooter. They said 4 people were killed and 4 others wounded when an argument broke out in a house on the south side and gunfire erupted.
In every case, and this is case after case after case, where we have conflict and you put a gun in someone's hand, you increase, particularly an illegal gun, you increase the opportunity for violent crime.
Earlier in Albertville, Alabama, police said a worker at a fire hydrant plant fatally shot 2 people and wounded 2 more before killing himself later. Tensions flared in East Jerusalem today over a march by Israeli ultra-nationalists. Hundreds of people paraded with Israeli flags as some chanted, quote, "Death to Arabs." Israel's new government called the slogans a disgrace. Palestinians responded with protests. Some in Gaza launched incendiary balloons that sparked fires in southern Israel. Back in this country, former Congressman Dana Rohrabacher has confirmed that he joined pro-Trump protests outside the U.S. Capitol on January 6th. A Maine newspaper reports that the California Republican entered a restricted zone, but there's no indication he stormed the building. Rohrabacher served in Congress for 30 years before his defeat in 2018. The Biden White House has put out word that it's giving Senate infrastructure negotiations another week to 10 days. Otherwise, Democrats might try to pass the president's sweeping plan on their own in the 50-50 Senate. Party leaders divided today over a bipartisan plan of nearly $1 trillion.
I think there are many people, maybe everybody in our caucus, who believes it's a good start, but it doesn't do enough. It won't be enough on climate. It won't be enough on revenues. It won't be enough on some of the human infrastructure, like paid leave and child care.
I would love to see us get an outcome on infrastructure. It's important. The country needs it. We have a history of doing infrastructure on a bipartisan basis.
President Biden has pushed a much larger bill than the bipartisan package that was floated by 10 senators. The U.S. Senate today unanimously also passed a bill to establish Juneteenth as a federal holiday. The day, which officially falls on June 19th, commemorates the end of slavery in the U.S. in 1865. The bill now goes to the House of Representatives. A dangerous heat wave has set prices for power and natural gas spiraling in Texas and California. Utility grids in both states have warned consumers to conserve energy or potentially face rolling outages. The heat wave already brought triple-digit temperatures to the desert Southwest and is spreading elsewhere. And on Wall Street, the Dow Jones Industrial Average lost 94 points to close at 34,299. The Nasdaq fell 101 points. The S&P 500 slipped 8. Still to come on the NewsHour, the issues at stake when President Biden faces off with Vladimir Putin. Questions of authority leaves one man's quest for freedom in limbo. Plus, the pandemic makes college costs unsustainable for students and institutions.
This is the PBS NewsHour from WETA Studios in Washington and in the West from the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism at Arizona State University.